what's going on, ministry? If this is for your first time, welcome to Rogue Ministries. Hey, I need to apologize to you guys. Last week I kind of jumped the gun. I get a lot of things going up in here in the old nut, and sometimes I'll jump into sermons that I don't mean to jump into. When I told you to give up a meal, that was supposed to be at the very end of this lesson. So, please forgive me. Now, what have we learned? We have actually stepped back in time, and we have learned, and it shows where God removes the rib from Adam and he forms Eve. And then henceforth, man starts to give into his own flesh. I'm not saying that women are evil. They're not evil. It's just a metaphor. He's giving in to his own flesh. Simple as that. In 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 49 and 50, 49 says, "And as we have borne the image of earthly, we shall also bear the image of heavenly. Now this I say, brethren, the flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption." You ain't going to make it off this planet alive. Not this kind of alive. It's going to be something new and something greater. No more pain, no more worries, no more sorrow. That's what we are striving to get at. There's 3 steps from what I've been reading to actually get to where we need to go, to where we're actually walking within the Spirit. We're giving ourselves completely over to Christ and letting Him guide this fleshly body. Because if we try to do it, we're always going to fail. And trust me, you're going to fall short no matter what. But wouldn't it be better to know that, hey, I'm walking in the Spirit, I can turn to the great Redeemer and say, hey, I screwed up, man, I'm sorry. That's what it's about. First thing you need to admit is you need to admit to your own faults, your shortcomings. We need to throw away our self. Quit worrying about selfly wants and gains. You can't take them with you, so why worry about it? Second thing we need to do is we need to pick up our cross. Christ tells us to pick up your cross and walk with me. Whatever burdens that you may have laid at His feet, but you're also going to have that one sin that's always nagging at you. There's your cross. Pick it up. Walk. And one of the third and most important things we can do is we got to quit looking behind us. Looking back there like there's something that we can solve or handle when we can't. God called us to be the salt of the earth. That no matter where we go, we preach the good word and add a little flavor to somebody's life. But as Lot's wife, looking back on Sodom and Gomorrah, we turn into a pillar of salt, worthless. And the only thing that we have become good for is going back into the dirt instead of going back out and reaching lost souls. To be the flavor of the world, to add a little flavor to somebody's life as you're preaching the gospel. That's what we are intended for. The third one is the hardest one, I think, for a lot of us. We keep reaching back there like there's something back there for us. God's not behind you. He's in front of you. He is your present and your future. He is your everything. But as Jesus says, no one can come to the Father except through me. So we need to climb into Christ. We need to put God in our heart and let Him reside in His holy temple. And as we do these things, the closer we realize we are crucifying our flesh, not for our glory, but through God's glory. We deserve that punishment. We deserve the death on the cross. But Jesus Christ took that for us. He crucified His own flesh so we could enter into the kingdom of heaven. If we call upon Him, if we admit to Him who He is. Hey, this has been Barry coming at you this week. Until next time, remember, keep your eyes on the prize. I love you, and God bless.